Okay, so on this second season on the Look, for this episode, my selection has been Nico Moreno. Well, if I tell you about my journey, listening to Nico, really, I wouldn't say I'm a fan since back in 2018. I think that I got a little bit more into his sets back in 2021 and 2022. Like they will appear to me sometimes on YouTube, and I will always see, okay, this dude looks like he has the crowd crazy there. So I remember sooner or later I clicked on one of those videos and just ran through like four sets of Nico on that same night. I remember, and just cool, man. That dude just brings the energy, and just with time just confirms me that dude is sort of one of my heroes, in a sort of like spunky and funny way, in that sense, that sort of I understand that how he feels about techno, about that it is a movement, and I do feel like maybe techno sounds like hard techno is this new thing. You might believe that it's just a trend, or maybe it's just something that's on the moment. Even I have heard some people talking about like on 2025 it will be over and it was just a thing, a seasonal thing. And to be honest, hard techno is, as its name says, man, it's hard to produce something that sounds great, that sounds hard, that sounds good as well, and that interacts just beautifully with other genres and other works from other DJs as well. I do think that there's a lot of misconceptions on it, but to not get really off topic, just like doing hard techno, it's really difficult. Nico is an amazing producer and just a stellar, I'll say, performer.
DC 130 is in the air.
It just brings the energy, the aura, or sort of all those values that sort of make a great DJ and extend it to its biggest. It's just this dude. You cannot watch a set of Nico and just don't feel moved, man. So I really enjoy his sets a lot. Yeah, I do have that vivid memory of, as I told you, just listening to Nico's set on basically the ones on 2022 and 2021. That dude is just this raging bull on those decks, man. You can just embrace that energy as well. I love the rave as well, and I'm a true raver, so for me, Nico just represents that thing, and just doesn't make me want to feel alone at times. I do mix hard techno, I love it, but I think I have sort of understand it in a different way, I will say. I sort of feel like I have maybe a different relationship with hard techno. I do feel like it's a genre that on the past people want to bring up, but maybe it's too loud to disturb, or it's not there yet conceptually. So now we're looking at people that have come through this journey or are starting even with hard techno right on, and the technology and different values sort of in the world of production, and the knowledge that has been passed around, and the boundaries that have been broken have sort of benefit towards the evolution of sound, of sound design, and how this affects hard techno. It makes it enjoyable, and actually you can see a lot of DJs making minimized versions, of these hard concepts, but they leave it free and beautifully for another DJ as well to mix another maybe music genre or another vibe. I sort of feel like hard techno is this beautiful thing. Even myself, I could think of doing like 2 hours of hard techno, and then like do 2 hours of maybe an obscure hard house there into a disco thing. But sort of feel like maybe there's a lot of people that take sides and for me, techno is a free thing. It's a thing that evolves. I do remember that hard techno for me it made sense when I listened to it, because I knew like back in the day they were trying to do something similar, and as well is a evolution of the same elements that make house, that make trance and other music that maybe for you doesn't sound the same, but if you break it down in certain elements, it's just that but evolved a little bit and minimized and hard, representing that sort of violence of this new generation, and of course it's a little bit eruptive, and it's okay if you don't enjoy hard techno. For me, it's cool when someone doesn't like hard techno. It's on the scene and it's open about it. It's just, I just laugh, man, and it makes me wanna enjoy hard techno even more, to be honest. But cool. I do really enjoy every genre, and I remember listening. For me, techno was something so seasonal growing up, and sort of growing and watching the evolution of house as well makes me wanna understand and sort of arrive to that same conclusion that definitely this hard techno as well is part of the music of the future, and wanna live it and wanna listen it and we wanna be part of it right now. So it's just brutal, and having just Nico being the face, one of the faces really of hard techno, being someone so humble, collaborative, being just this, just really fresh dude that gets out of there. He comes from France. I love DJs from France. I do love Tessery, and I can think about a lot of other DJs like Carla as well, and they're changing the scene as well. I have always think that France has a special connection and deep connection with music, and especially with the craft of DJing and disco and everything, and just looking at this dude that just decides to break all the boundaries and just put those infusions of acid, of industrial, and going at it with those hard technos and sort of playing with the dynamic of the set, making it a physical thing. So I just love it a lot. I feel like Nico is I will say like my spirit animal in techno. I don't even see him as a DJ. He's just this dude, this energy. He's just great. So I do really recommend, like as I said, any set of him that's from 21, 22. I remember mid 2023 as well. Crazy sets. And as music, my peaks of Nico, let's say 2018. And as well, I like Confined in Hell as well. I don't know if that's 2020. It's really difficult I think that the most difficult thing when you're mixing, wanting to do like a good set of hard music, is just that sort of opening at times that you will have to do, not all the time, but sort of that smart way, that resilience of combining this sort of industrial music with these sort of big kicks, and then adding it with sort of reverb and acid, as he says. And what a great combination just to set up a set like that. And ultimately, I started doing hard techno and doing a lot of things, and at the end I end up at that conclusion as well. I usually like mix this sort of industrial sounds, but are a little bit more with tape machines related, maybe. Sort of discovered that a couple of months ago, and sort of mixing it as well with uprising acid, so I can just go ham, with the hard techno. So I think that I'm excited for what he's gonna do, and most definitely his new album this 2024. The dude decided to make a lot of collaborations and remixes, and drop a 10-track album. So it's crazy. This album just has everything and anything you might expect from Nico. It's just great. Like, I just love what he and Sarah Laundry are doing in techno as well, in hard music related. And for this instance, my boy Nico Moreno, DJ on the look.
More the old generation complain about our music actually.
Yeah.
But we don't care. To be honest, we don't fucking care. We play this style. We have our crowd. People like it, and you can't stop this movement.
Stop.
We play, and you can't complain about this because some people are super happy for this style.